Now, can we go all the way to win the Premier League title after two frustrating and disappointing results? We'll touch on the game against West Ham. And if we are indeed going to go all the way to win it, you would think this guy will be crucial for the remaining part of the season. We'll find out the latest development regarding the injury, which Premier League winger we are looking to get on a free transfer. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Apex Go Now with your boy Apex. And just before we jump into it, I would like to say, if you enjoyed the video, go down there, make sure you smash a like and make sure you subscribe, as we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get into it. The game on Sunday, it was a tough game, horrible day for everybody. The manager, the players, 2 points dropped back to back again. It was a difficult game, lapsing concentrations here and there. Everything that we did well for the first 28-29 games, and in these last two games everything has gone down the drain. Not sustaining attacks enough. Partey made a huge error before the goal. I think Ramsdale should have done better with the second goal, should have saved it. Saka wasn't having a good game. The first 10 minutes were actually very good. We started well, played well, got the goal. Can we win this game? 5, 6, 7. That's what I thought. And then everything just went downhill. I understand that you want to affect the game, but the players you are bringing off are your big players. Saka wasn't having a good game. Maybe, perhaps, he should have been the one to come off for Trossard. Other than that, I don't think anyone else should be coming off. Seriously, I don't. I think the attackers, the strikers, they were good. Saka wasn't having a good game, but I think Martinelli was decent. I think Gabriel Jesus was doing well. So I don't think any of them should be coming off. So yeah, poor decision from the manager, poor from the players yet again, poor defending. But I think Saliba is really what is costing the defensive line. First of all, building out from the back. I think Rob Holding building out of the back is now very slow because of Rob Holding. I think if Saliba is there, we'll build out from the back a lot more better. And also, I think because of the deficiencies of Rob Holding, Ben White doesn't attack that much, and he also has to be wary in terms of defending because he's trying to cover for Holding. Also with Gabriel, they know the deficiencies of Holding, so I think that has kind of like limits their games, talking about Gabriel and Ben White. And now they are now having poor games. They are having to do too much, and in other words, they don't really quite have good games because of that. So yeah, it was disappointing. Let me know your thoughts on the game, write down in the comments. And actually, before the game, I was pretty confident. I watched the manager's press conference. It was actually the first time that he was using the word win, win, win. We have to win, we have to win. Even when you watch Saka's interview just after the Liverpool game, he was talking about how the players were down after the defeat against Liverpool, that they weren't happy, they are sad, they wanted to go for the 3 points, and they have to win. Using the word win, and the manager same thing, so everybody was confident. So, but at the end of the day, it was disappointing results. And Saka put out a post on Instagram, kind of like a little bit of apology, about the missed penalty. Obviously, if he had scored that penalty, things would have been very, very different. Maybe would have gone ahead and won that game, but he didn't. He missed. It was a woeful miss. It was a terrible miss. So he was trying to, he put out a little apology. I'm just going to read out for you now. Regardless of the outcome, I will always accept my responsibility. Apologies, Gunners. I will do everything I can to make it right. And some persons were actually racially abusing Saka, and I don't consider those people as Arsenal fans. Let's just regroup and go again. We have to go to the Etihad and win. It's as simple as that. But first of all, win at Southampton, I think we will. We should and we must. I think we're going to do it. And I think Zinchenko will be back with that game as well against Southampton. So hopefully we can get the win against Southampton. Let me know what you think right down in the comments. Do you think we'll bounce back on Friday against Southampton? Or do you think maybe the title is slipping away now and it's a little bit too late now? And now that brings us nicely into the William Saliba news. Now, pictures were circulating on Twitter of Saliba at a mosque praying. Reports have come out yesterday that Arsenal are hoping to see William Saliba back in training soon. The trip to Manchester City looks like it will come too soon for the centre-back, with the final games of the season his current target. So yeah, looks like William Saliba won't be back on the Manchester City game and the Southampton game, of course, which, if that happens, then it's a huge blow. It's a huge blow for us. It's a huge blow for us. Hopefully we can cope. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I think it's going to be tough without Saliba. Even with Saliba, it will be tough. Without Saliba, I think it's going to be very, very tough. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. Now, let's start off with the transfer news. Wilfred Zaha. Now, you know Wilfred Zaha. We should have signed him in Emery's second season. We should have signed him, but instead, Emery wanted him actually, but instead he got Pepe, and we all know how that story goes. So yeah. Now the reports are saying Arsenal are one of the teams showing interest in signing Wilfred Zaha on a free transfer this summer. So yeah, his contract will be up in the summer. That's this summer, and so far he has been holding out on signing a new deal. Crystal Palace wants to offer him a new deal. He loves the club, but he's holding out because he wants to test himself in the Champions League. I know obviously we're going to be in the Champions League next summer, and then there are also clubs outside of Europe that is also interested in him. Apparently Arsenal are one of the clubs strongly linked in signing him. It's Arsenal fan, true and true, and then he's good, he's strong, he's physical, one-on-one is very good, he's a decent finisher as well, and he has a great shot on him. So yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. I think we should sign him. So what do you think with Zaha? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. The fact that he's a free agent is very appealing, and you know Edu, he loves his free agent. And mind you, there are a few players that are actually free agents this summer. You look at Yuri Tielemans, you look at Marcus Thuram, and obviously with Zaha. I kind of expect Edu to at least get one free transfer done this summer. I'm thinking Yuri Tielemans or Wilfred Zaha might just get signed by the club. I have this feeling that we'll sign a free transfer this summer. But let me know what you think down below in the comments. Declan Rice. Now, this guy has been linked almost every day of the week to us, every single day. And after the game on Sunday, there was a video going around on Twitter that with him and Odegaard was actually signing a shirt. I think it wouldn't be a tough deal for the club to do. You know, he's English, he will be interested in the move, he's got leadership. The club is sold onto him. Talk Sports, it's actually a radio station in the UK, so it's more or less links from the UK. Definitely link Declan Rice onto us. Let me know what you think about Declan Rice down below in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's a good signing, or do you think he will be a good signing, or do you think maybe it's just not what we need? I'm going to give you my honest opinion. As far as signing a midfielder is concerned, my preference or my preferred signing in the Premier League would be the guy from Fulham, João Paulinho. I think that guy is superb. I think is the right fit for us. Is the right fit to take over from Thomas Partey. He's fantastic. The guy is fantastic. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know your thoughts below. And this story is pretty interesting. Arsenal have identified both Dusan Vlahovic and Dominic Calvert-Lewin as a target this summer. Having narrowed down their options, sources have told Football Insider Mikel Arteta has held talks with the board and recruitment team at the club and told them that he would like Vlahovic to be made a priority signing, with Calvert-Lewin the backup option if a move falls through. And Vlahovic, of course, were linked with him last year, January. There were reports that he was refusing Edu's calls, and which is pretty funny. And then we moved on from him, and obviously we got Gabriel Jesus instead. And so now it looks like the club are obviously thinking about a plan B striker. And the report also says that Mikel Arteta is delighted with contributions and playing styles of Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah, but believes both players have similar qualities and that a strong, powerful and physically demanding forward would add more balance. My preferred choice would be Victor Osimhen, of course, but that might be too expensive and it might not be doable for us. So my second choice would actually be Ivan Toney. He's brilliant, he's English. He has scored a lot of goals this season. He's strong, he can hold the ball up. He's magnificent at penalties. Yeah, Ivan Toney will be my big centre forward target. So, but let me know what you think in the comments following Balogun. Now, the Balogun dilemma continues, as you already know. Only Kylian Mbappe and Jonathan David, who have both scored 19 goals, have scored more goals than Folarin Balogun, who have scored 18 in the French league this season. He has played on 29 games and he has scored 18 goals and has had 3 assists. That's 21 goal contributions in 29 games. That's remarkable. That's remarkable considering the fact that Kylian Mbappe has spent so many seasons in the top flight, playing first team football. The same thing for Jonathan David, a couple of years, and this is just Balogun's first big year in senior football, and for him to be going toe to toe with those guys tells you that he's a serious talent. Now you already know my thoughts. I will personally let Eddie Nketiah go and keep Balogun in place of Eddie and tell Balogun, look, you have to battle it out with Jesus. You'll be the second choice striker, and then I think he will be okay with that, and I think he will end up signing a contract. Regarding Balogun, there have already been reports that RB Leipzig are already pushing to sign him. They are ready to pay 40 million euros. They want him to replace Christopher Nkunku, who is definitely going to Chelsea, already been sold to Chelsea in January transfer window. I would suggest that we put some sort of clause, like, for example, Chelsea sold Tammy Abraham to AS Roma. They sold Tammy Abraham for 40 million euros and they put a buyback clause that will kick in after 2 years, that will see them buy back the player for double the amount, so that they will develop him for 2 years, and then if we see that he's doing well, we'll have a buyback clause to get him back. And if we see that maybe he's not working out, and then it's a good decision. So yeah, that's my opinion. So just let me know what you think down below in the comments, and yeah, let's move on to the next one. Mousa Diaby. Now, the story, the reports have been going the rounds that we are linked with him again. We'll see what it says. He says Arsenal lead the race for the Bundesliga winger, but face competition from PSG. And Sports Build are also reporting that Arsenal have stayed in contact with Mousa Diaby's entourage and are interested in signing him this summer. They are very well positioned for his signature. The French winger has scored 13 goals in 37 appearances across all competitions this season for Leverkusen, and is having his best goal scoring season yet at just 23 years of age. And for me, it's a perfect winger, the perfect backup to Bukayo Saka. For me, he's quick, he's strong, he's physical, he has great skill, great change of pace, very dynamic player. He's good in tight spaces, can dribble. The only thing I would say is his shooting and his finishing. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but I think it's what Mikel Arteta can improve on. Yeah, so that's Mousa Diaby. So he will be available for as little as 50 million euros in the summer. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's a decent signing, or do you think it will be a decent signing? Let me know down below in the comments. And there is another player that we have been seriously linked with. He's a Spanish international. He's a Real Madrid player, but he's on loan at AC Milan, and it's Brahim Diaz. Now I'm just going to read the reports now. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta have asked the Arsenal board to sign AC Milan star Brahim Diaz this summer, with the club already having made a move for the Spanish international. The 23-year-old has started his career with the Manchester City Academy. However, due to lack of first-team opportunities, he decided to leave England and join the Spanish giant Real Madrid in 2019. I think he's pretty decent. He's quite quick, and he has this low sense of gravity. He can control the ball very well. He actually joined AC Milan on loan in 2020 and has been playing for the Italian giants ever since. You think Mousa, Diaby, or Brahim Diaz, or maybe you don't want none of them, and put in the comments down below your preferred option. Ryan Gravenberch. Now, this story is one of those stories like the Balogun news that keeps on coming. Ryan Gravenberch is not happy with the situation at Bayern. He wants to play, but there is not enough space for him in the squad. He will have a conversation with Thomas Tuchel towards the end of the season to determine his future. This situation is open. Bayern think he's a top talent, and this is why they will fight to keep the player. But Premier League interest is there, and even Sport Witness are reporting that while Gravenberch's entourage wants to meet Arsenal to talk about the transfer. So yeah, Gravenberch obviously is a good player. I think he's a decent player. He's big, he's strong, he's physical, can hold the ball up. He's a box-to-box player, and he's from a good source as well. Fabrizio Romano obviously reporting that. I think it's a good choice. So yeah, do you think we should go for him in the summer, or do you think maybe it's not the right fit? And let me know who you think is the right fit. Arsenal are interested in signing entrant Frankfurt's midfielder Diaby this summer, as Mikel Arteta looks to bolster his midfield options ahead of Champions League football next season. The Gunners have established contact with the 26-year-old, whose contract will expire in the summer of 2024 for a fee, in the region of £30 million. For me, I don't think he's that good. I think Gravenberch is far much better. That's who I think we should also be putting our focus on if we're looking for another midfielder. Alexis McAllister at Brighton. You have all these guys. I would go nowhere near Diaby, I won't. So, but let me know what you think in the comments. Now, just a quick roundup of some of other transfer links to some youngsters. The first one on the list is Victor Roque. Some reports are saying that Arsenal and Chelsea are both making progress to sign Victor Roque from Atletico Paranaense, while Barcelona's discussion have stalled. The two London clubs know the opportunity to agree a transfer fee of €40 million is too good to turn down. Now, again, like in the previous video, I've spoken about Victor Roque before. He's a decent young player, is good, is strong, skillful. I think he's really promising talent. And obviously, the player wants Barcelona as his first choice, which obviously you understand. South American player seems to favor Barcelona or Real Madrid more than the other clubs in the other countries. So his preference was actually Barcelona, but because of the financial difficulties and with FFP and all that, FFP rules that Barca are going through, so it seems as if Barcelona will have to pull out of the deal. So now they are now saying Arsenal and Chelsea are the ones that are seriously interested. Now there are even been some reports that have said Arsenal are quite advanced in signing Victor Roque, but Fabrizio Romano, very reliable journalist, have come out to say Arsenal are nowhere near advanced in signing Victor Roque. I beg your pardon. That Arsenal are interested, yes, but they've not been advanced in signing him. So yeah, I've spoken about this guy before. Let me know what you think. A very, very talented striker, very talented. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. The next youngster on the list is Nathan Wood. And now this is actually the first time I'm hearing of this guy, Nathan Wood. He's 20 years of age. Now the report is from a very reliable journalist, Fabrizio Romano, who's saying Arsenal are closely monitoring the situation of Nathan Wood, 20-year-old centre-back who plays for Swansea City. He's an outstanding young centre-back. Just made a debut for England under 21. He has played all through the England youth team. I just think for a young centre-back like that, and for the level we are going to the Champions League next season, I don't think we need young centre-backs like that. I think we need experience now. So yeah, I don't know if you know much about him, but let me know what you think in the comments. Do you know much about him? How good is he? If you know, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Arsenal after the next Luka Modric ahead of the summer transfer window. Martin Barturina from Dinamo Zagreb. Apparently the interest is serious. He has made some appearances for Zagreb this season, also in the Champions League. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Reiss Nelson. Now Reiss Nelson, as you already know, the club has obviously offered him a new contract. It says Arsenal have offered Reiss Nelson a new contract, understood to be an increase on his current deal, which is believed to be worth in the region of £35,000 per week. However, an agreement has not been reached, leaving doubts over his long-term future. Actually, Sammy Mokbel is the reporter reporting this, who is actually very reliable. Reiss Nelson's preference is to stay at Arsenal despite his bit part role under Mikel Arteta. The lines of communication between the club and player over an extension remains open, but it remains to be seen whether an agreement can be found. Aston Villa, Fulham, West Ham and Brighton are among the teams interested in taking Reiss Nelson on a free transfer ahead of next season. There is also interest from Europe, with AC Milan also monitoring his situation. And then obviously there have been some reports coming out of Aston Villa that Aston Villa have stepped in to rival Brighton for Reiss Nelson. Unai Emery was a big fan of the 23-year-old during his tenure at Arsenal and is keen to link up again. Reiss Nelson deserves a lot of playing time. Maybe not at Arsenal because of the level that we are, but I think it deserves to be settled at a club. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do you think we should be keeping Reiss Nelson, or do you think we should let Reiss Nelson go? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Other news regarding Gabriel Martinelli. And Gabriel Martinelli is in the form of his life at such a crucial stage in the season for Arsenal, with 6 goals and 2 assists in his last 7 Premier League games. Yeah, and obviously prior to the World Cup, this was his form. He was in red hot form before the World Cup, and then he went to the World Cup and came back. He had a slight dip in form. I think January and February he wasn't that good, and obviously the signing of Trossard I think has helped him to up his game a little bit, to take his game to another level. Gabriel Martinelli needs 2 more goals to become the Brazilian with the most goals in the Premier League this season, for sure. And he's at 14 goals, and I think the highest that a Brazilian has ever got in the Premier League in one single season is Roberto Firmino in 17-18 season with Liverpool. I think he got 15 goals in the league. And across all of Europe top 5 domestic leagues, the Brazilian with the most league goals is Gabriel Martinelli. So, and I'm talking about Brazilians like Vinicius Jr. is there, Neymar is there, you have Rodrigo, you have so many other Brazilians, and then you see that Martinelli's output is way better. That's it, guys. That's the quick roundup of all the news that we have for today. Do make sure to go down there and smash a like, and also subscribe to your boy as we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Your support will be much appreciated. That's it for now, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys.